All right, this little video here on my new blow-up paint booth, and we kind of give you a quick little glimpse here of the shop. I ain't got it all done, and I ain't all set up there yet, and whatever. But this is kind of my woodworking side of the shop. Over here, got two 4x8 tables and like 30 inches there off the ground. Got wheels there on them so I can roll them around in here in the shop. Got my vacuum system up top there on top of the office, hooked up to the my vacuum system or whatever, hooked up to the table saw and the band saw and the router table and stuff like that. And then got a 120 cord hanging down here from the ceiling, so plug up my tables. I got receptacles there on that table over there, and then roll the table saw out here, the router table or whatever, if I'm routering, whittling on something big or whatnot. But anyhow, let's go do a quick little walk around right here, and then get on this paint booth here. This is the bathroom, nothing fancy, just an old shop, Yeah, this is the office over here. I ain't completely done with it. I still got to put another coat of clear on the floor in here. You can see the line right there where it stopped at or whatever, and so I'm waiting on the other box of that to come in. Of course, I moved my desk here out, and which is just I just now kind of just throwing things in here for right now. It ain't all completely done or nothing like that, so we're still working on it. But got a little window in here. Got my grandfather's hat and his glasses over there that he always used when he would fly the Cub and stuff. So anyway, here's where we're going at there. Just a little glimpse of the stuff here, gate valves, router one's right there, and then jigsaw or bandsaw, and that one there is for the table saw. It's got a long hose there on it back over there that stretches out here in the middle of the floor. And then drill press and my welder down there on the end. And sandblasting cabinet there, English wheel over there, and my portable sandblaster tank over there. And that's a rack that I put inside the paint booth and stuff whenever I spray, hang parts there on or whatever. Of course, my old air show sign that was over in the other shop. Got a P-51 Mustang over here. Got a J3 Cub over here, and this Cub is just a wall decal. It's 5 foot long by 2 foot high, so it's 2 foot from the wheel to the top of the rudder, or so, or whatever. And anyway, look at there. It's even got my end numbers on it. But anyways, I can't remember where I got that from, the company. I'll have to look that up or whatnot. Then sink over here and a little water heater. And then the sump pumps down in the floor right there. And it's got some pictures and stuff hanging up. Central heating and air out here in the shop. Got her on 74 right now. She's a little cool out here in the shop. So anyway, let's kick some power on this thing and see here. It's the first time here I've rolled it out. I've had it for, I don't know, a month or two or so. And I just now took it out of the box. I mean, this box is here, and so it's got two blowers here with it. So we'll kick on the big blower, which blows up the paint booth. Here's what she does there. Hopefully it'll kind of pop into place there and keep out of the way. But the big blower is what blows up the paint booth, and then the little blower is what blows the fresh air through the booth. So bear with me, I may have to pull this thing here back some, kind of stretch it out. Being that ain't never been blowed up before, it's kind of like a brand new tent. When you go camping, they're kind of aggravating to get out and get stitchiated the first time and whatnot. So, well, I guess I better, well, let's see here. Hang on a minute. Oh, bear with me. Sorry about that. Get over here to the other side there. There's a zipper that was undone. I guess they done that at the factory whenever they test them. So bear with me. Let me zip this other one up. All right, got that one there zipped up, and she is starting to come on up. I think this thing is 28 feet. No, 20. I think it's supposed to be like 26 feet long by 14 wide and 10 high, something like that. So, let's see here what's going on here. Yeah, maybe it'll slowly come on up. There, had good reviews there on it, so maybe we'll get it. I'm gonna have to build some stands to go inside of it, so whenever it does blow up, and bear with me here. All right, girl. Alright guys, sorry about that. I had to try to put the phone there down to kind of get this thing here straightened and blowed up right and everything. And as you can see, it's pretty big in here. It's I think we got a 26 feet long and 10 foot high. I guess up here to this ceiling, that's probably about 8, I guess, to that part. And then 14 wide. And it's got these filters right here, so they're kind of green looking on this side, but they're black charcoal filters on the outside. And then these black charcoal filters is what brings the fresh air in. I'm sorry if you can't hear me good, these blowers are kind of loud. So it brings the fresh air in through these big black filters, and then it blows, you know, the air exits on the sides right here. And I vape instead of smoking, so that's kind of how I test everything to see how it's working. So I normally just kind of, and it's disappearing, going, you know, getting sucked out, so it's blowing itself out. Works pretty good. I think it's going to work out pretty good on ventilation in here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to, because I got to spray my fuselage and the wings and, you know, all the other parts or whatnot. I've got all the tail feathers done. Did those in a friend of mine's paint booth, real paint booth and whatnot. But anyway, this one here I think was $1,200 with free shipping. And so far, so good. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make some stands, probably 6 stands, one on each column right here, and then I'm gonna use 2-inch PVC pipe and go up and over, so that way in the evenings, whenever, you know, after I spray, in which, you know, I could leave the blowers on all night, won't hurt a thing, I don't guess, but that way there I can shut the blowers off and the booth won't collapse in on top of what, you know, is done. But back here, so in here you got a spray area of 20 foot by 14 foot wide and 10 foot high. And then back in here is the paint room. So you undo this and then you come back in here. And this is the little 6 foot, well, it says it's 6 foot, it's actually about 4 foot. So we may have 22 foot. I hadn't really measured it in there, but the overall length of this paint booth is 26 feet. So this looks like about a 4 foot wide area in here. And you can see these filters here where the fresh air comes through right here with the small blower, and it blows the fresh air into this room, and then it blows it into these filters into the paint area, and then it exits out the sides. And the draft is pretty good, so it works pretty decent here. So, you and I can feel a big draft blowing in here, kind of like a balloon blowing up, as you can see the walls. Well, I don't know if you can or not, but I mean, it's like a whirlwind in here, just the pressure. So anyways, let's take a step outside and give us an overall look here on the outside of this thing here. Pretty massive. There's the blower, because the only thing I wish that they would have done is put these blower inlets on the sides instead of out on the end. That's the only complaint there I see so far. Because this one here, I had to roll it up and put it here because it was sitting over there getting a big kink in it. And it blows better like this. And this one here is doing alright. Just keeping it pretty tight and blows up good. Alright, let's see. I mean, this thing is huge. Good thing there I don't have no small kids, because they'd be wanting to come in here and try to jump in it like a bouncy house or something. But kind of get an idea of what she looks like. Pretty good size. It's pouring down rain in there outside, so. But the good thing is with this, I mean, is what they say now is that you don't have to really vent it outdoors. I mean, yeah, if somebody else is in here in the shop, you know, they'll need a respirator on just to keep from smelling the fumes. But as far as the, you know, the overspray type stuff like that, it's not really supposed to escape these filters. But we'll find out how that works. But anyway, this is the top of the office up here. That's the little vacuum blower. That's my wing hoop, wing rotator that I built. So anyways, I just wanted to show you the paint booth, and we shall see here how it works out. But that's that. My ceilings in the shop are 16 foot. And about 16 in the center and 14 on the edges, because the roll-up doors are 12 by 12s, and the header for the doors is right across here, so they go straight across. So I still got, you know, 2 foot out here. But anyway, yeah. Well, all right. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and we shall see how this thing here works. Spraying the cub. Hope everybody had a Merry Christmas and a great New Year, and I wish you the best 2020.